Alrighty, time for yet another little whack-a-Hovind. We took a little time off to look at Carl Baugh and his word salad insanity, and that is definitely going to continue. And I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I need a break from Carl Baugh's madness, and I think going back to some Kent Hovind stuff, the staple of what we review and laugh about here, that would be the palate cleanser I need as I begin to work out plans for how to continue the Carl Baugh series. Because at this stage, I think it is just going to be continuing the video series, Creation and Symphony, um, which means I should probably theme my stuff around it. Um, make some thumbnails, actually plan it out a little better, or just keep doing it like I do, because the stuff's all ad hoc. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, today, as far as the Hovind video we're going to look at, I'm actually planning for two streams today. Not one, but two. And this one, we're just going to cover this Psalm 73, If Riches Come Your Way. Now, something I want to point out, and you'll just be able to see at the bottom, is that riches is spelled with the $ for the S. It's like, what? Are the crew at DAL becoming all gangster now? What? In a couple of days, are we going to see Kent Hovind wearing the gangster SpongeBob shirt? The one where he's holding up the money, got the cigar, and it's the thumbs up. You know the meme. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Laura, let's see how long you can stick around. If I were a rich man, Hovind, 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 Hov. Yes, we got the regulars in. Always love it. Good to see you. All right, let's get right to it. Amazingly, they actually started the broadcast before they had Kent in this one, so you get their little illuminated cross graphic, which actually isn't a bad image at all. I kind of like it if it wasn't for the fact that it's full of religious symbology. Um, and it's related to Hovind and them, but yeah. So maybe Kent will actually have a proper intro. Let's find out. Also, place your bets now. One, if we'll see our favorite subscribe graphic, and two, if the dino lamp is going to be on or off. It takes a minute. I think it's playing. I just don't want to skip ahead.
Technical problems
There
here.
we go.
We had a circuit breaker trip just a few minutes ago, and panicking, trying to. According to evolution, though, things get better automatically, brother. If we wait a few million years.
Oh, lame joke is lame. I already regret deciding to do this. Let's keep going.
Anyway, good evening, folks. It is February 17th, 2025. What if riches come your way? How many have ever had plenty of money to pay all your bills for a couple days or so? You ever had that happen? Yeah, okay. How many have ever been broke? Yeah, okay.
Wow, it's almost as if life happens, Kent. This show of hands is so pathetic. And the more he does it, the more ridiculous it becomes. I don't know if it's just me noticing every time how it's always brought up or what. And I get it. It used to be a thing when you were, in the churches preaching that you do that, but I mean, you're talking to the same people every time. We can't see the show of hands. We can't relate to the they're not a fresh audience. It's the exact same people over and over. You're not even aware of how you're presenting. And I know I've said this before, but it's been a hot minute. But Kent, you have got to understand you're presenting for an internet audience here, and your captive audience is honestly just there because you make them come to the sermons. They're not the focus. We are. So, honestly, the fact that you go off and do this little I'm going to pay attention to my people here thing, instead of using language that maybe like, how about you? Have you had such and such happen? Well, I think we all have, or something like that to try to bring the audience in. You don't actually talk to the audience. You don't engage with them. The audience means nothing to you. I don't know why that just hit me in the middle of thinking this thought through, but yeah, your entire approach is to just ignore the internet audience that we exist, which I guess is why people like my streams so much, because I actually acknowledge my audience, because without them, there's no reason for me to do this. I mean, I guess there's a benefit of ripping you a new one, but I mean, if no one's around to see said rippage, did the ripping really happen? Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Hovind. Let's continue while I check out your comments.
Or badly bent. Okay. Psalms chapter 73. If riches come your way. We're on, let's see, Facebook, a bunch of people there, Rumble, Twitter, X, the app, Kent Hovind. And you said everything, all these, brother, iOS and Apple TV and Fire TV and Roku, they're all going to the app.
Yeah, if those are apps, if they go on there, they can find you at Kent Hovind.
They can go to Kent Hovind, Creation Science.
Yep.
Scientist? Scientist, okay. Well, good, anyway.
Your app is bad and you should feel bad. I should actually check it real quick and see if there's anything special going on. Nope, just a nightly live stream where nothing is going on. Error loading media file could not be played. Let's see, a search function, a my list, a favorites thing. I mean, this is clearly some templated stuff, nothing special. And I think that's the saddest thing about it is that they didn't even try. But let's keep going.
Tell your friends about us. We want to help strengthen your faith in the Word of God. We believe the Bible is true. We'll take on all comers. If you believe in evolution, come on. We're looking for more. Oh, Joseph, did you start that list of professors who refuse to debate me?
You mean people who have more important things to do than waste their time with you? See, that's where you get a feeling of strange self-importance, Kent, is that you think because there are people out there who will waste their time focusing on you, like me, that you're somehow important, when the real big fish just swim right past you. They don't want to waste their time with you. Really, no one should. But we all have our reasons. All of them are valid. So does that really make it a waste of time? Debatable. I only say it because there are so many other things that I think everyone would agree would probably be better for me and anyone else out there to do, but instead this is what we choose to do. In much the same way as it would be debatably better for someone to, let's say, read a book than hop on a motorcycle and haul ass down the freeway. They might want to do it for fun and they might enjoy it. But there's people out there who'd be like, nah, the book's better. It's a completely random ass analogy, but why? Because literally anything would be better than dealing with you, but I got a job to do, unlike you. Congratulations, everyone. We are a minute 30 seconds in, and I am completely rambling, and I almost knocked some stuff down. Beautiful. Note: don't stick guitar amps on top of guitar amps unless you have to, and even then, don't do it. Let's continue.
Okay. I'd like all of you, if you go to college or high school or someplace where the teacher teaches evolution, say, would you be willing to debate Kent Hovind on our channel, their channel, neutral channel? They will say no. Nearly always they'll say no. Send their name and what they teach and where they teach. Mr. Smith.
Kent, you're not going to get any teachers or anything anymore. The best you're ever going to get towards that front was Professor Dave. That's it. And Planet Peterson. There's no one in the higher end fields who's going to ever bother with you again. I guarantee that. Now, as for weirdos like me, who are, what you seem to be going after, but right now your ego's bruised because, your fourth wife left you and no one's been debating you for a while. You got to play the hardball. I got all the professors who won't debate me. Remember, Kent, if you or your team or representative of you comes to me, I'll debate you, but I'm not seeking it out. So the only chicken here, the only coward in this exchange, because you inevitably want to call people who won't debate you cowards, so turnabout's fair play. The only coward here is you. That is how things are going to be played, and if you don't want to debate me, that's fine. But just admit you're too scared to. Hovind can't handle the Caruso tomato. I'll keep on bringing it up. Because it's been months and none of your people have still gotten in touch with me, even though you told them to get in touch with me to set up a debate. So, just saying.
Biology teacher at, Jones High School or something. Send that to Joseph. How do they get it to you, brother? What's your email? drdino@drdino.com. And we're going to have a list of all the professors and atheists who have refused to debate.
Oh, there's the claims of chickens, and yeah, Laura, I totally forgot to bring up King Crocoduck. He's the third in the trinity of proper educators who have torn Hovind apart. And as you saw my post, that I'm pretty soon going to do part 2 of their 3-part exchange. Do a live stream on that. Already did part 1. If y'all want to go back and check that out. Yeah, it's it's beautiful, especially since Crocoduck's realm is physics, and that's some of my favorite stuff in science. Not that I understand it very well, but I also understand it enough. And yeah, Kent and his love of doxing people. That's why the only information he's going to get is my online alias and any email that's absolutely necessary to keep in touch, which would just be chris@zadara.com. So, I mean, that's as far as it's going to go. Um, you know, he or his team want anything else, well, that's just tough shit. Here's the requirements for the debate. Set it up with whomever will have you, because you're fruit of the poisonous tree at this stage, Kent. Well, you've always been, but people are realizing it now, especially for their YouTube channels. And once your clowns get in touch with my clowns and all the clowning happens, we'll see what happens. But you're never going to do it because you want to make it seem like you're so important that people come begging for debates with you. It's not happening, old man. Get over it.
I'd love it. Okay, let's see. We're on. Let's see. Like it, share it, comment on it, leave a comment.
Hey, there's our favorite pixelated subscribe image. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. And I just remembered to look. The Dino lamp is on. So we've got 2 for 2. Congratulations. You are all witnessing the only frames of this stream that make me smile. I don't even know why. Maybe it's just because this is the best joy I can extract from a Ken Hovind video, is that ancient subscribe button for a platform they're not even actively working on anymore. Hovind's not properly on YouTube. They aren't actively pushing anything to their couple of remaining channels. And then the stupid dino lamp. Now I kind of want one of those dino lamps just to have one of my own. And yes, Mr. Anderson totally annihilated Kent.
Comment or something, do all that stuff you're supposed to do. We're open for free because people support it. If you want to do that, join our 777 club. Call Bobby, 855 Big Dino extension 1, or email her Dr. Dino Secretary at Gmail. If you want to get a message to me, that's a sure way to do it, because she's really on the ball. You married a good one there, bro.
Because Ken Hovind is too busy to check his own fucking email. Dumbass.
Brother? Yes.
They probably banned him from doing it after he wired half the funds to a Nigerian prince.
You got it? Okay. drdino.com is our website. You can get all of our links from there. Open for almost 9 years now. April will be 9 years. Visitors from all over the place. That family came today from North Carolina. They couldn't believe it. They said, man, we heard about this place. What is it? They had a blast. It's fun here. 18-hour seminar you can get on.
They came from North Carolina, said, we heard about this place. What is it? They traveled all that distance to the middle of bumfuck nowhere for a place they had no idea about. Forgive me for being a little skeptical, but I'm pressing X to doubt. I mean, when does Hovind ever say anything true, honestly? Like, that's the challenge. Finding something he says that's true.
On Science in the Bible, 18-hour, $50. When you're done watching it, you can send it back, get your money back. Get our series on what on earth is about to happen, folks. It's coming for like a freight train.
Hey, Kiwi, you showed up just at the right time where woe is on screen. For woe is the person who comes into a Caruso Tomato stream while he's looking at Kent Hovind, because, oof, you're in for a rough time. Mostly because of Hovind, but I don't help. Let's keep going. I love hanging out with you guys.
Watch what happens in the Gaza Strip and go back and read the Minor Prophets, the last 12 books of the Old Testament. Okay.
Boy, he got a childish grin on there. He just loves the idea of, I can't say the words, but Kent really likes the idea of a whole group of people with a shared culture ceasing to be. Because that's what he's advocating here. But, he's a good person. We're just mean. We're angry because he speaks the truth. It's not because he says stuff like that with joy. You're a sick, twisted bastard, Hovind.
Let's see. It is Monday, the 17th. Yep. There we go. We have, did that already. Next week, Bob Holmes is coming, the one-man volleyball team. And he and I are going to do a whole bunch of.
Oh, God, here we go to get to hear about this clown again. Don't care about your stupid, one-man volleyball team, doing exhibition things where, the other teams intentionally lose to him to help support the message because that's how those things work.
Videos on how to fix the public school system. And he's going to go see Mr. Trump about all that. Okay, we got the solution. And it's to get evolution, that stupid religion, to quit telling lies, okay? Let's see. Today, February 17th, is analog to digital TV day. Who'd have thunk it? Did you know that, Joseph? That's worth celebrating, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, Kent, there's a lot of stupid made-up days for everything because everyone feels like something needs a day. It's some stupid-ass thing that people have been doing for fucking ever. And I, of course, would rather it just piss off. I get tired when people, family or something, some relative will be like, "Oh, look, it's National Typewriter Day." And I'm like, yeah, I love typewriters, but I don't give a flying fuck what arbitrary day someone decided is a day where we say it's the day of this thing, okay? You seem to care, though, Kent, as you decry it here. You seem to care enough to bring it up. Daily holidays that fall on February 17th. I don't think these are holidays. The state holiday, sure. Family Day in Canada, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know Canadian holidays well, whether it's a bank holiday or not, which is the only status of holiday that matters. It is what it is.
Champion Crab Races Day. Who on earth would do that? Daisy Gatson Bates Day. Only in Arkansas would they do something like that. How's that joke go? If a husband and wife get divorced in Arkansas, can they still be brother and sister? I think they can. I don't know.
No, it was in the U.S. the analog to digital transition was actually before it was fully completed in the U.K. It was June or July of 2009 was the shift. Needless to say, I still have a lot of old tube TVs and the like, all sadly hanging out in storage because vintage hardware. Trust me, you watch Laserdisc on a good Trinitron, perfection. Plug a Sega Genesis into that bad boy, you are in business. Straight up. Get an old black and white set, hook an NES to it, still awesome.
I don't know. They probably. Never mind. Okay.
I mean, Ken Hovind still probably has analog TV every day. Why can't I get any channels? What the hell happened? Because the transition did happen while he was in prison. It's an interesting thought.
Family Day, My Way Day. Now, there's a good one. I want my way. Everybody knows that. Okay. Let's see. National Public Science Day. Good. I love science. Evolution is not part of it.
No, Kent, you hate science. And okay, yeah, Talk Like a Pirate Day gets a pass. Totally gets a pass. Sorry, I forgot Talk Like a Pirate Day was a thing. So don't misquote me on dissing the Talk Like a Pirate Day. Scurvy dog.
National Tennis Pro Day. I played tennis in high school, brother, all 4 years. I was number 3 on the team. I had to give it up when they outlawed asbestos. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, your joke is lame, Kent.
I used to hit the ball so fast it would catch fire. Had to use a special asbestos tennis ball. People don't believe me when I tell them that. President's Day.
I wonder why, Kent. Probably because the velocity needed to cause a tennis ball to go at to reach that kind of speed, the actual energy you'd have to put in is not something that a human can muster, even with the amplification of a bat, the racket, or a bat. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're going to need a lot of friction. The problem is, tennis balls are designed to fly a particular way, and they're rough on the outside. So yeah, you're going to get a lot of friction wind resistance, but you're also going to get a very quick slowdown. Tennis balls are interesting in that property. They react well in the short term, but they lose energy quick. By design. So no, Kent, you're not whacking balls that hard that they catch fire. Also, an asbestos tennis ball would suck. And yes, I'm reading way too deep into your stupid joke, but you didn't tell it as a joke. You told it as a Hovindism. And so I'm going to ridicule that. just like I will your shirt, just like I will your stupid sand thing there, just like I will your terrible books, your stupid red outlines on your stuff, or the fact that you spent the past near 5 minutes not getting to your point. But when do you ever get to your point within the first 5-10 minutes? It takes you forever to go through your preamble. That's why I've cut mine down, to prove the point. Plus, I know core audience members will be here from moment zero, so I don't really need to delay things. Because y'all are cool. Not that other people aren't cool. Everyone's cool in my audience. But, the core people, I at least know I'm actually talking to somebody. That's the point. At least I think I'm talking to somebody. Am I really talking to nobody? Are you all just bots? I scream for I do not know. Let's continue.
Random Acts of Kindness Day. Do something nice for somebody, okay? Washington's.
I'm doing something nice for somebody right now. I'm streaming and my audience gets to enjoy it. And while it's live, it's ad free. I'll put ads later. It's ad free right now. I don't even like the idea of ads in a live stream, at least the way sources implement them. That's being nice. I could just be a greedy fuck about it. But I'm not. Just saying.
Birthday. Let's see. What shall I be day? Anyway, it's all the holidays, February 17th. If you love the Lord and love soul winning and love our ministry, we're looking for a chef. Come on down. Now, if you're a good chef, you have married to a husband, or if it's a woman chef, a husband who's a good carpenter, we could use a good team like that. Always got carpentry stuff to do. Okay, other people are welcome to post my videos on their channel as long as you're not selling our stuff. This guy's got.
I will monetize the fuck out of every single thing you've got. What are you gonna do? Go through YouTube and try to cause an issue? Try to get a rights violation to happen? Are you gonna try to pursue that in court? I'll monetize what I want, when I want, how I want, who I want. Maybe not the last one. Let's continue.
A whole bunch of views on there, 326,000 views. Please do. We're trying to win a war, not build a castle. Okay, I want to get up to right here. Psalm 73, a psalm of Asaph. Who's this guy? Truly God is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. There are a number of Levites that King David assigned as worship leaders in the tabernacle choir. According to 1 Chronicles, Asaph was one of these men. Asaph's duties are described in detail in 1 Chronicles 16. According to 2 Chronicles 29, by the way, chronicle, where we get the word chronos, means time. 1 and 2 Chronicles is the official court records of the kingdom, whereas 1 and 2 Samuel are more, less political. Sometimes they tell the same story. According to 2 Chronicles, both Asaph and David were skilled musicians. Asaph is also mentioned as a seer or prophet. The sons of Asaph are mentioned a couple times. The sons of Asaph are likely a guild of skilled.
Look, if you didn't end up having a TV sitting on top of a non-working television, you were not in any way, shape, or form experiencing the struggle growing up in America. That was actually the high-end struggle because you could at least afford a replacement TV. So I say that half jokingly, but it was a thing.
Poets and singers modeling themselves musically after Asaph, their master. The church musicians of our day can be considered spiritual children of Asaph. So, Asaph, Psalm of Asaph. Truly God is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. This is a rabbit trail you can chase for a long time. Do you have a...
Kent didn't just see the last mammoth die. He was the reason for it. It was cold and he needed the fur.
Clean hands, a pure heart. Psalm 24. Psalm 51, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Some of you got so much baggage, so much sin unconfessed in your past, you don't have a clean heart.
Oh, so you're Catholic now? Need to go talk to the man in the box? I don't want to go in the room with the man in the box. The man in the box might do something I won't like. I mean, probably already has done something I don't like. Probably is doing something I don't like right now, but, to me. I don't want to deal with that. Also, again, this idea of sin is a joke. I mean, they just talk about it like an absolute thing, and it's like you haven't demonstrated sin. Is it a substance? Can it be quantified? Is there a value assigned to this? How does one demonstrate that it exists? That's kind of the absolute fundamental to your entire redemption concept. That is the slave the mental slavery aspect of Christianity and a whole, the idea of this subjugation that one has to do for these arbitrary crimes that you're just automatically guilty of. But I ain't got the energy to go into it further. I got enough energy to keep on watching this video, though. So not enough to abort stream as much as I want to. I kid. Or do I?
Why don't you get alone with God someplace and just say, Lord, would you cleanse me? Scrub me. Show me what I need to do. Clean me clear down to my heart. It's got to be done once in a while, okay? Who can say I've made my heart clean, I'm pure from my sin? Proverbs chapter 20. In 2 Kings chapter 15, is thine heart right? He said, my heart it is. Yep. Check your heart. Is it right? How's it doing? Good to have a heart checkup once in a while. As for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. I've never understood that verse. They are not in trouble as other men.
Hey, Saint Worm here has a good point. Don't forget to like and share my stream.
Neither are they plagued like other men. I think he's talking about people that are prosperous.
Y'all just want to sin. Hovind.
Back from verse 3. I was envious when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Sometimes wicked people are prosperous. They make a lot of money.
Whoa, Kent. You sure you wanna go here?
Or they have a lot of stuff and they prosper.
Let's take a step back and just take that one in.
I was envious when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Sometimes wicked people are prosperous. They make a lot of money or they have a lot of stuff and they prosper.
Oh, Kent. The fact you could even say that with a straight face. The fact that you truly are incapable of understanding how evil you actually are. If that don't sum up why we do the stuff we do regarding 0645-2017, I don't know what does.
Wicked people do. He said, they're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Rich people don't seem to have the same problems poor people do. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Because they're rich and they got everything they need, they're tied up with a chain of pride. Violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. There's a cool one. They have more than heart could wish. Eyes stand out with fatness. Okay. They are corrupt and...
Let me just, take a little random AI picture and just throw it in my slide here. Fat guy with eyes, big eyes. That's I gotta do it, just like the guy with all the chins, and I gotta say, I know a bunch of people got a bunch of chins, can't breathe through any of them. Or
speak wickedly concerning oppression, they speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Always got something to say bad about God, and their mouth is against the heavens. Psalm chapter 2. Why did they...
Yeah, well, I don't negotiate with terrorists. And the greatest terrorist of all is your God.
The heathen rage, the people imagine a vain thing. The kings of the earth set themselves, the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. They're laughing now. Yeah, all you atheists, you're laughing now. Just wait, okay? Therefore, his people...
People been waiting for a couple of millennia and ain't shit happened. If your Magic Sky Daddy gave a fuck about what I thought, they would know what would convince me. So far, they haven't bothered to present that. Meaning, they either don't give a fuck, and thus the idea of punishing me for a lack of belief is just, they don't care enough to. Or, they don't care that I know them, but want to punish anyway, in which case, they're an asshole. Either way, your God sucks.
Or return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out of them. And they say, how doth God know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? By the way, if you don't know what a verse means, there's thousands of other people have already studied this book for centuries. Get a commentary. Just type in Psalm 73:10 commentary. It's a verse that reflects on the prosperity of the wicked and the struggles of the faithful. Sometimes you struggle just to make the bills, and you try to serve the Lord and you're faithful.
Yeah, almost as if your God, if they exist, doesn't give a flying fuck about you, doesn't interact with the world at all, or maybe, just maybe, they don't exist, and the reality we see is effectively all that there is. Excluding the things we don't know, but there's definitely no magic sky daddy influencing reality like you all obsess over. Maybe that, Kent. I mean, did your prayers really stop you from going to prison for 9 years? You're supposed to be so loved. Why didn't your God stop that? Your God is weak.
The verse reads, therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out of them. Many people have commented on this. Commentaries interpret this verse in different ways. Some suggest that his people refer to those who join the company of the wicked, I mean the wicked's people, because they see their temporal advantage. Some people join into wicked causes because they're going to get rich. Yeah.
Oh, if I sit here and I see all this money that these other preachers are making, if I start talking about Jesus and trying to convert people, I can make money too. Yes, and that's how our young Hovind got loaded.
Short term. Others interpret it as the people of God who, after contemplating the prosperity of the wicked and their own afflictions, return to similar ways of thinking and fall into the same temptations. The phrase, waters of a full cup are wrung out of them, is often understood metaphorically. It could refer to the abundance of their tears due to their afflictions. Or it could mean that the wicked are so prosperous that they squeeze out all the benefits from those around them. Charles Spurgeon, a great preacher from 1700s, I think.
Charles Spurgeon caught a sturgeon. I don't know where else to go with that joke.
In his commentary, notes that the verse describes the ungodly prospering in the world while the righteous are plagued and chastened. This can lead to strong temptation for the faithful to question God's justice and goodness.
Yeah, your God isn't just and your God isn't good. Your God's a dick. If he has a problem with me saying it, he can come down here and be like, yo, why are you talking about me like that? And then we can negotiate. Otherwise, get over it.
When you see your neighbor who's wicked and doesn't go to church and curses and swears and he guy's prosperous.
Yep, probably because he's focusing on more tangible things in life, better things in life. Reality. May not make him a good person per se. He may be a complete asshole. Or could just be one of the lucky ones.
It's easy to say, Lord, why not me? Hang in there. It ain't over yet, okay?
Uh-huh. It is pretty soon for you, buddy.
Let's see. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world, they increase in riches. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. Sometimes you feel that way. Hey, he's making a bunch of money. He's wicked. I'm going to quit. I tried to get my heart right, my life clean for nothing. That's what the devil wants you to think. Psalm 73, where the psalmist Atheist struggles.
Nah, Trump gets a pass. He always gets a pass.
With the contradiction between God's goodness and the prosperity of the wicked. In Luke 6, Jesus said, he lifted up his eyes on the disciples and said, blessed be ye poor, yours is the kingdom of God. Blessed are ye that hunger, ye shall be filled. 22, blessed are ye when men shall hate you. Man, I'm blessed, aren't I, brother? Whew, yeah. And when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake, rejoice in that day, leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did the fathers unto the prophets. Then he said in verse 24, but woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation.
I think this is the first time I've seen any of the Jesus quotes in Kent's slides. And I was just a little surprised to see that he does have them in red in his stuff. Which, I'll be honest, for the piece of literature that the Bible is, the New Testament is, I think that's a neat little trait when they do the words in red thing. Still all bullshit. But as a way of telling the story and acting as a way of easy reference. Since one thing you do have to remember is that the Bible's technically a reference book, the way it's structured. That's part of what makes it so hard to read, that it's not a normal narrative. Um, having that in there, that's just kind of neat to me. It makes it easy to find what you may be looking for. Helps out. It's like, oh, I know this part's from the central character because yeah, it's in red, so it's definitely what he said. Yeah, just thought that was interesting. But yeah, never seen it in Kent's stuff before, so I just found it not funny that he went to that, but just it's like, oh, okay, he goes with the red text.
You got what you wanted. You got a comfortable house. You got a comfortable car. You got that's just for this life, though. Woe unto you. Some people are just, can you imagine living in a house like that?
Can you imagine owning like most of the roads on most of the houses on Cummings Road, owning the property behind it, and all this other stuff, and buying a whole bunch of land in Pensacola? Don't see the difference. And yeah, I find the idea of living in a house like that absolutely nightmarish. I always joked if I ever got rich, what I'd do is I'd buy a house and then buy the house across the street. So I could just cross the two. Not even beside each other. I like the idea of it being across the street. Don't know why. Just thought that'd be neat. Made me feel like I own that little section of road, even though I don't. But I wouldn't want to live in something like that. That's nightmarish.
I got 2 bedrooms and what's my house? I forget how many square feet, 900 or something like that. It's plenty. Look at that car. Can you believe what on earth did they do to that car? I guess it cost.
This Sunday, Kent Hovind versus Kenneth Copeland. Battle of the Prosperity Gospel. 2 men enter. 1 man leaves. And then the other leaves after being declared the winner. This Sunday on Fox.
Bunch of money, huh? Some people got more money than sense. Okay. Because God so told Solomon, because thou asked this thing and hast not asked for long life, neither hast thou asked riches. God said,
Yo, I have not had coffee in forever. I want some damn coffee. So if anyone can bring me some coffee, that'd be great. I don't care if it gets cold. I just need some coffee, guys. Seriously.
Solomon, I'm glad you prayed for wisdom. I'm going to give you more riches than anybody's ever had. Let's see. Also, I've given thee that which thou hast not asked. Riches, honor, there shall not be among any of the kings unto thee like all thy days. Nobody's going to be as rich as you, Solomon. All the King Solomon's drinking vessels.
Ooh, Kiwi had to make it a super chat for 5 New Zealand dollary dues. God created the world on a Monday and abandoned it on Sunday. That that's pretty damn accurate, honestly. Got tired of it after a week. And yeah, actually, I prefer to do cold coffees. So the cold joke of it not mattering really is true. Like, it won't matter.
Were gold. Mine is pottery, clay. Somebody made for me, Kent Hovind.
I just want to say thank you very much for that compliment, Davey. I could work in advertising with that voice. The only problem is to do those voices, I have to stress my throat to a point where it causes me to cough. I have bronchial issues, so I can only do it in limited form. And indeed, talking too much causes me to want to cough. There's actually some live streams where I get into coughing fits simply by the fact of me talking. But I could do stuff in small doses if I wanted to, and I've had people compliment my voice before, so that's a plus. This just depends on how I'm stressing it. I don't know. Should probably work on being able to do the funny voices longer, but that's neither here nor there. My voice is better than Hovind on all points, so that's all that matters.
And all the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were pure gold, none were of silver. There was nothing accounted of in the days of Solomon. He was so rich, hey, we got gold glasses, no big deal. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart on them. Don't trust them. Riches are uncertain. They will be gone, okay? For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. If I say, I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me, until I went into the sanctuary of God. Then understood I their end. He said, when I thought about how the rich people prosper and are sometimes wicked, it was too painful. But I went to church and realized, oh, there's a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. There's a lot of controversy about atheists' last words on their deathbed, but some
And they're all bullshit.
have been documented, some have not. Maybe some rumors get started. But there's a good website, The Gospel Way. Famous atheist last.
So in a sense, talk is expensive to me. In a sense, it kind of is. It's actually a little stressful to go for too long. And like the last bit where I was muted, had to cough. It's just a regular thing. It sucks, but what can you do? It's a problem I've had my whole life.
Last words. The Italian nobleman said, while I lived, I provided for everything but death, and now I must die, and I'm unprepared to die. Thomas Paine, atheist writer in the American colonies. Stay with me. For God's sake, I cannot bear to be left alone.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do this one. Kenneth, tub full of demons, Copeland versus Cunt, Dr. Dipshit Hovind, brought to you by Stacker 2 in the Church of Solid motherfucking Cyan motherfucking Tology. I don't get paid enough for this shit. Oh yeah! There you go, I just suddenly went to Duff Man with that one. Duff Man, can't breathe. Oh no! It probably helped that I cupped my hand over my mouth to do that, so it gives it a bit more of the announcer vibe, where it's like coming through a to get the particular microphone effect. $4.99 super chat from Laura. Here's a coffee. Gotta get back to work. Hopefully I can catch you on the other stream later. Have a good time at work. I will catch you later. Let's continue with 0645 2017.
Alone. Oh, Lord, help me. Oh, God, what have I done to suffer so much? What will become of me hereafter? I would give worlds if I had them, that the Age of Reason had never been published. An atheist book he wrote in the 1700s. Oh, Lord, help me. Christ, help me. No, don't leave. Stay with me. Oh, my screen went dark. Oh, there I am. Okay. No, I'm over here. This picture. Never mind. Okay.
Wait, Kent, are you saying you don't know where you're going? Is that what you're doing? Because I have the perfect video for that. You see, your screen went dark, and then where are you? And then you're over there. I was waiting for an excuse to share this one for those of you who hadn't seen it already, but I took the clip I've referenced a few times when creationists ask, "Where are you going?" and I've decided to clip it out and put it in my and it always immediately plays. Put it on my channel as just an individual clip. So we're going to switch over to that real quick. Share this tab. Make sure the tab is sharing. Yep, it's sharing. It believes in life after love. Hey, look, that Caruso guy's live. So we're just going to play this real quick. It's from like a 16, 17-year-old YouTube poop video. If you don't know what those are. Is a trend of absurdist comedic editing on various pieces of media, usually certain memes, certain video clips would be the target, and people would just make it into whatever they possibly could. So that's what a YTP is. It's absurdist video editing. My friend Prince Watercress got me into them. But yeah, I titled this "Every Time a Creationist Asks Where are you going?"
Where are you going? I'm going over here.
Just pure absurdism, because why not? So if Kent is confused about where he was for a second.
Oh, Lord, I would give worlds if I had them, that the Age of Reason had never been published. An atheist book he wrote in the 1700s. Oh, Lord, help me. Christ, help me. No, don't leave. Stay with me. Oh, my screen went dark. Oh, there I am. Okay. No, I'm over here. That's a picture. Never mind.
So where are you going, Kent? You're going over here? Oh, Stacy, the other Thursday when I had business downtown, I went to Beale Street. I ate at Dyer's. It is mandatory. So if you ever come to visit, you and AJ both come up here. We all hang out. We're going downtown. We're going to Dyer's. We're eating. The grease will never leave your system, so remember that. It's good stuff. That's like the place, if anyone comes to Memphis, that I want them to go to. I don't care about the rest of the city much. Downtown, it's all right. Dyer's is my spot.
Okay. Send even a child to stay with me, for I'm on the edge of hell here alone. If ever the devil had an agent, I've been that one. Deathbed, people, atheists say on their deathbed. Now, some, like I said, maybe anecdotal.
Ladies and germs, Big Bad Mama is in the chat. Hey, hey.
The Bible says we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ. Everyone going to receive the things done in his body, whether they be good or bad. You're going to get what you deserve. You'll be judged by the creator of the universe one day. Every idle word men shall speak. They shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Asaph said,
Oh, we got a good one here from Forging Thought. Kent's version of hell is just his PowerPoint refusing to load while Aaron Rob blows up his phone with abusive texts. Oh, yes. That is very, very much his hell.
I wondered, why do the rich prosper? Why do the wicked prosper? Until I went to the sanctuary, understood how they end. See, it ends differently. The Lord will render to every man his righteousness and faithfulness. You're going to get what you deserve. I don't want what I deserve. I want his mercy and forgiveness. You set their foot in slippery places. You cast them down to destruction. How are they brought into desolation in a moment? You can lose it all in a flash. They're consumed with terrors. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. Thus my heart was grieved, and I was pricked in my reins. Whenever you see the word reins in the Bible, it usually means kidneys, believe it or not. You know, they're finding that.
Punch him in the reins. Yeah.
Now you can think with your heart. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It could be that the organs of the body are tied in more than they realize in the thinking process and emotion process. We'll see. Let's see. So foolish was I and ignorant. I was as a beast before them. Nevertheless, I'm continually with thee. Thou hast holden me by my right hand. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, and afterward receive me to glory. That's what I want. God, guide me through this life and receive me to glory.
Your glory is going to be to rot in the ground. And then weirdos like us are going to come to your grave and give it the finger. And that's the nice things we do to Hovind's grave. I do not condone abusing someone's grave, but giving the finger to the grave of someone you hate is totally within reason to me. Just saying.
When it's over. Whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon earth that I desire beside thee. My flesh and my heart faileth, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. For lo, they that are far from thee shall perish. Thou hast destroyed all them that go a-whoring from thee. But it's good for me to draw near to God. I put my trust in the Lord, God, that I may declare all thy works. Psalm 73. This is the first one of 10 that Asaph is credited with writing in the book of Psalms. So,
I don't know. I've looked through the book and I didn't see any citations and credits in there. Psalms 73 through 83, written by Asaph. Go check out his OnlyFans and his Patreon. Your donations can keep Asaph in out of the doghouse.
You got a bunch of money? Don't set your heart on it. You need a bunch of money? Don't despair. It's all going to burn. It's all going to burn. Like the guy, he was going to die, and he said, "Oh Lord, would you please just give me one wish?" The Lord came down, sent an angel down, and said, "Okay, what do you want?" He said, "I want 6 more months to live." I said, "All right." And he said, "I want to take one suitcase to heaven." Okay. He spent the next 6 months selling everything, buying up bars of gold. When he finally died, he walked up to heaven with a suitcase full of gold, and angel said, "What do you got there?" He opened it up, showed him. He said, "You brought blacktop?"
Haha, your joke sucks.
What a dumb thing to live for. Okay, any questions or comments, brother? From who?
And this person obviously knows bugger all about Kent and doesn't watch any of his stuff because he did a video on Alex O'Connor a while back. Well, you know, in the way Hovind does a whack an atheist, which is barely anything. He showed like 3 seconds of video, I think.
Who? You ever heard of the new viral atheist, Alex O'Connor? I've heard of him. I'll be glad to debate him. A viral atheist.
Wow, can't Can he remember that he did whack an atheist on this guy? Does he even pick the people or do his cohorts? I mean, does everyone else do all the work for him? I'm beginning to think. And then he doesn't understand what the term viral means. Good Lord, Kent.
Atheist. He should take some, medicine. What kind of virus does he have?
He did a good show with Dawkins and Jordan Peterson. That was worth watching.
I'll debate them all. Bring them on. Okay, let's see. What else you got? You believe in UFOs? UFOs, without question, are unidentified flying objects. Don't know.
Oh man, Kent and I agree on something. Because something I hate is when the term UFO is just immediately taken to be, you know, oh, it's aliens. It's like, no. The term means unidentified flying object. And I forget like I used to be big into UFOs as a kid and still think the stories are neat. Um, but I'd watched documentaries on stuff, and one guy said something perfect that stuck with me. And this is while I was really into these things, but he still made a good point in that, all the term means is unidentified flying object. It could be a Boeing 747, and if I can't identify it, it's a UFO. And that stuck with me. And so it's just a little nitpick, one of many that I have on the way people think about things, the way they associate a term with something. So it's just funny if this person would ask that, and Kent goes with the same kind of answer I would, of like, well, stuff up there flying and you can't identify it. It's definitely a UFO. Is it of alien origin? I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes even Kent's insanity is, is it a broken clock moment? Oh no. I think it's just something so beyond any level he cares about that he that's the way he addresses it, and then he just moves on. Because this is a trend with his answers of stuff. He'll sometimes not address the actual point. Um, and indeed, what the point the person was actually probably trying to make here was the whole idea of aliens visiting us, and Kent's just going to ignore that completely because he's just going to focus on it being the UFOs itself. So, yeah, I think it's just a coincidental thing, but it's whatever.
I think there could be demonic stuff. I think there could be top secret government crap.
Oh, and then he goes into stuff, so I gave him too much credit.
I don't, it's not my field of expertise. Don't know. Don't care too much either. Okay? $5 super chat. Thank you. Hello, Kent. I do deliveries. Some orders have alcohol. Should I accept delivering those, or is it not allowed? Good question. I don't know. If you work at a store and are required to sell alcohol, some people set the standard, say, no, I'm not going to touch this stuff, not going to sell it. You pray about it. Talk to God about that. I can't give you a definite scripture on that topic. Okay? That's it? Oh, come on. Dinosaurs are a myth. Okay. No. Dinosaurs lived with Adam and Eve. The word dinosaur means terrible lizard. They were big lizards. Before the flood came, the people lived to be 900 years old. Got my chart here somewhere. I guess I don't. Yep, here it is. If you look read Genesis chapter 5, before the
Oh, he's bringing out the charts again.
flood came, the people lived to be 900. After the flood, it dropped off to 400, and then 200, and then 100, and today, not many make it to 100.
Is a demon still a UFO if it's standing on the ground? Or does it have to be flying? Also, if demons are spiritual entities, are they technically objects? Does that make God an object? Are you objectifying God, Hovind?
100. Reptiles never stopped growing. Dinosaurs lived with Adam and Eve. They were big lizards. Noah took them on the ark, probably babies. After the flood, the climate was different. People couldn't live as long. Nobody could live as long. Some of the bigger ones probably couldn't even live long enough to reach maturity. So they would die from the climate change. And secondly,
Oh, Kent believes in climate change. Film at 11.
people hunted them to extinction, many of them. Now they called them dragons or some other name. And there could be a few still alive. You need to watch my video number 3, all about dinosaurs. Might still be some alive. Okay, thank you for joining us. Is another one? Okay. Fritz, I saw that title before. Okay. What do you think? Jurassic Park shirt. There's no such thing as a Jurassic Age. The whole geologic column is stupid. It does not exist. Anyway.
The whole Hovind is stupid. Hey, look, we caught him on a funny frame. I'm Hovind.
Where? You think I'm wrong? Call for a debate. 85.
No, I know you're wrong. There's no debate to be had. You want a debate, you call me Kent.
5 Big Dino, extension 4. Joseph, welcome. Okay? See you tomorrow. Bye.
Go to hell, Kent. All right, so that ends that. Wow, we made it under an hour this time. Phone now ordering Kent gear. Longevity charts are $10. Um, but yeah, that was fun. That's all I could say. That was just kind of fun. I never know how to end a stream. So yeah, Kent. What we will do? Hang on, let me actually go back to Kent Hovind Official and share it. Kent Hovind Official. We are going to do this video later. Hovind watching Creepy, watching Hovind, watching Adam. Where Hovind reacts to Creaky Blinder's reaction to Hovind doing the Whackin' Atheist on Creaky Blinder, reacting to his Adam Savage whacking video. Which, fun fact, that's one of my early videos. If you go back a good little while, you'll find me discussing the Adam Savage video. I think I and Atheist Jr. tag teamed for that one. So if you hadn't seen it, it was a little while back, go and check it out. But yeah, later on today, maybe an hour or so from now, we'll check that one out. So that, however, ends this stream. I am going to do that thing where I play Guild Wars for a little while and maybe finish up this, midday lunchener combo because I've only eaten once today. And yeah, I'll just catch everyone here in a little while. Take it easy.